So, I wanted to share a yummy little piece about performing a shamanic journey. And as a client, there's a lot less you have to do when you're receiving the work versus I'm the facilitator, I'm responsible for how it goes. But what I teach, like in the manifesting workshop I'm going to teach next week, you go through a journey. And one of the biggest things is to trust what you see and what you hear, what you feel. It's all important, but so often we don't trust. And it happened to me last week in a session where I was, because this woman has a lot of spiritual gifts, and I was like, let's use this part of the session as an exercise for you to grow your spiritual gifts, which I often work with people on the spiritual path, not always, but often. And through their work with me, they become much more attuned to their gifts and that trusting. So when we go into the journey, again, there's no pressure and there's no way you can do it wrong, but you want to trust. And it was so cool because there I am, like always being humbled, right? Like we're always on our own growth and learning. And the one thing I didn't mention to her, because I was like, I almost didn't trust it, is I saw wind. Like we consistently see a pink blanket, and then there's some sunshine that comes in, or has come in a couple times with her, and then it was wind. And I was like, I don't know, did I really feel that wind? And I sort of doubled back on it. I was like, is it? And I was like, nah. So I had a list of maybe 7 different tangible things that she can take and turn into like, okay, this is what I should be focusing on, or work with this energy moving out into her week. And I had a list of all the things, all the gifts, all the gems. And she then mentioned wind. And I was like, man, I'm like, you're kidding me. Like, because I like to, as a practitioner, be ahead of what the client needs, be ahead of the techniques, be able to see more than they see in the session. I just do. Maybe that's my ego, but as the professional, I should hope so, right? And that's why I study outside of session, have my own personal practice, and work so hard so that I can continue to help people ascend, arrive, descend, right, in many ways into themselves. So yeah, I mention this because I think it's interesting to kind of talk about what the sessions look like a little bit, and also that I'm totally a human. And I missed telling her that important piece, and also to invite you all to the manifesting workshop I'm doing on Tuesday night. If you're interested in learning practical techniques on how to stay in flow, stay in abundant mindset. And also we will go in and you will receive a shamanic journey healing, where you can practice playing with trusting whatever you see. Subtle, quiet, quick, a hunch, a color, all of it. It's all legitimate. And much like being in a dream, you can come out, analyze it, and garner some really valuable wisdom and gold for the journey. So I hope to see you at that. DM me if you want the link.